everyone and welcome to WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. I am Stampdaxis, and after last week's big episode of Monday Night Raw, it has to be said, we named a number one contender for the Universal Championship at Backlash, as well as of course number one contenders for the Tag Team Championships at Backlash. It's sure to be an interesting week on Monday Night Raw here tonight, and we begin things with a match.
What day is today? That's right, you sing it loud and proud, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Rusev Day.
That's right, it is going to be just a one-on-one match tonight to open up the show. Lovely introduction there from Aiden English as ever, but it is going to be a one-on-one match. Rusev is going to go one-on-one with Roman Reigns to kick us off. And Rusev, he hasn't enjoyed the best start to Universe Mode. He was in a tag team match last week with Kevin Owens. They lost to Braun Strowman and Finn Balor, although not teaming with Aiden English. Aiden English very much sort of in a managerial role, although he's still going to be interacting in the ring. But he's going to get a big test tonight against this man, Roman Reigns, who he didn't look very good last week, I think it has to be said, against the Universal Champion Baron Corbin. Corbin made him look average at best, so Reigns is going to have something to prove tonight as well. But we all know how good this man is. But in Universe Mode, not so good. So he's got something to prove, as we said. And Rusev, it's going to be an interesting match. Two behemoths of men, it has to be said. Reigns, we know he's not going to be in the title picture for the Universal title at Backlash, so he needs to find something to do for the pay-per-view. He would find it an absolute travesty if he wasn't even on the card. Whereas Rusev, you know, he could be in the mix for that mid-card title, of course, the Intercontinental title. We didn't see any Cedric Alexander last week. He's not booked to be in a match tonight either. So, General Manager Matt Hardy feeling that Alexander is giving him a couple of weeks off. He's already proven his worth as far as he's concerned, but nothing in the making for him at Backlash at the moment. As we get ready to start this match, and the referee gets it underway, and we can hear the fans. We certainly know what they think and who they're cheering for. Roman Reigns, not a very popular figure amongst WWE crowds, it has to be said. But he started the match well, getting in some offense. And look at the brute strength of Reigns just to pick Rusev up off the mat and slam him back down, showing the crowd, yeah, you might not like me, but this is what I got. It'll be interesting to see if Aiden English plays a part of the match tonight, as Reigns goes for an early cover and Rusev doesn't even get a count and he kicks out. Yeah, Aiden English could play an important role as Reigns Samoan drop. Quite often we've seen in the past that Aiden English has proved a useful ally for Rusev. Obviously didn't team together last week. Matt Hardy wanted to get what he feels the best superstars on his roster together, see what they've got, as Reigns hits Rusev with a flying clothesline. And there we see English already getting involved, helping Rusev out, distracting Roman Reigns. And Rusev, belly to back suplex, takes advantage of the distraction. As Aiden English has got a chair out, introduce it into the ring. If Rusev's going to use that. Oh, another Samoan drop, a good show of power, just to pick Rusev up from a standing position. And another flying clothesline by Reigns. But yeah, it'd be interested to see what Reigns does over the next few weeks, knowing that he's not going to be in the title picture. Can he find himself an opponent? Or will an opponent find him? Who knows? As Reigns pumping himself up. Is he looking for that Superman punch? And he takes Rusev out of the ring. Reigns has looked good though, showing that last week that match was maybe a bit of a fluke. You know, Baron Corbin's the Universal Champion for a reason. In that match, in our preview episode, he took the chance and it rewarded him. As Reigns, 2 big clubbing blows to the back of the head of Rusev. As now at the count of 4, he rolls Rusev in the ring, gets back in himself. And there, oh no, Rusev blocks the Superman punch. And he instead drives Rusev into the corner. Oh, the slam, just using Reigns' own body weight against him as Rusev, apologies, goes for the cover. Kicks out of 2 Reigns. Well, there was a story of his match last week. He hit a number, or tried to hit a number of finishes in the match last week and couldn't pull them off. We saw Corbin avoid Superman punch after spear. I think he avoided 2 spears all in all. A nice uppercut there by Roman Reigns. So people have got Reigns scouted out as the ref gets knocked down there, and Aiden English again coming to Rusev's aid. Albeit Rusev a little bit slower getting back to his feet this time, and the ref manages to get up as well. English stalls Reigns long enough. Oh, and there's the spear out of nowhere. Reigns going for the cover, but Rusev had his hand underneath the ropes and manages to get the kick out. As Reigns goes for the pin again, thinking that Rusev will still be hurted. Counter 2, and Rusev manages to kick out. It looks like he's struggling already, Rusev. He doesn't want to make it 2 losses out of 2 so far in Universe mode. But as I was saying, yeah, opponents seem to have Reigns well scouted out. He's tipped to be one of the top talents, if not the top talent on Monday Night Raw. So, if you're going to do well against him, you've got to know what he's bringing. He's managed to hit a spear as he goes for another cover. And a near fall again. Rusev this time managed to kick out. But he's dominating the early goings of this match as he applies the chin lock on the mat. Rusev gets to his feet. Elbows Reigns in the stomach. Goes for it again. Oh, a big right hand to follow up. Reigns woozy after that. What's Rusev got planned? Throws Reigns over the top rope to the outside, and this will give him a moment to recover. He's taken a lot of abuse early on in this match, I think it's fair to say, but perhaps he can gather momentum and get the upper hand now. He's got Reigns up on the shoulder, but Reigns reverses into the DDT on the outside. I think Rusev might have a headache in the morning after that. But he blocks the punch, gets one in of his own, and just throws Reigns across the outside onto the mat. The outside is unforgiving, of course. And Rusev, just drops Reigns on the apron. Referee at the count of 5. Rusev gathering a little bit of momentum as he chucks Reigns inside the ring. Just takes that time to rest, assess the situation as Reigns gets back to his feet in a big right hand. And can we see something here? Is Reigns gonna look for the crucifix powerbomb, and he hits it, covers the shoulders. English pulls the referee out of the ring. He thought that Rusev was beaten, and English coming to the aid of Rusev again. He's played a massive part in this match so far. And again, look at the show of strength from Reigns, just picking Rusev up off the mat into the powerbomb. I'm amazed that the referee hasn't banished Aiden English yet. He's got so involved in the match already, dragging him out of the ring for the pin as Reigns goes for the cover again. English nowhere near this time. And Rusev again leaves it late but gets the shoulder up. Reigns cannot believe it. What has he got to do to beat this man? Rusev showing he's made of sterner stuff, and a nice back body drop. He goes straight after Reigns. He's not going to let him rest. Oh, big chop across the chest. And a nice belly to belly to follow it up. Reigns really needs to put Rusev away here to show that he isn't, he can get the job done. As a big splash in the corner from Rusev, using all his body weight, and again, just the slam out of the corner, using Reigns' body weight against him. Rusev starting to look a bit better in this match. As he goes, he's looking for the accolade, but I think Reigns has got his arm wrapped around the ropes, and he will manage, to get out of the hold. That's the first sign. Oh, nice gut wrench suplex there from Reigns as Rusev does a clever thing. Rolls out of the ring, gets away from Reigns, who pumps himself up. Gives him a bit of time to recover. Reigns, he doesn't want Rusev to recover. He's pumping himself up. He knows. And again, Aiden English distracting Roman Reigns. This man is an unbelievable manager. And Reigns, that wasn't a smart move as Rusev hits the Uranagi. Reigns just took his time. Oh, the match could kick. Could that be it? Rusev, get over him, cover him. What are you doing? Oh, no. Fireman's carry to reverse it. Rusev could have had the match won and he didn't even realise. A beautiful match kick. Reigns just going to work now. Rusev, he should have taken his opportunity. Could that prove crucial in this match? As Reigns, I don't know whether he's trying to suplex or a bear hug, but he can't even lift Rusev. Oh, big right hand though. Up against the ropes. What's Reigns thinking of here? Go for the suplex. Oh, just hangs Rusev up across the midriff. Oh, and he hits the Superman punch this time. Aiden English catching the referee's attention, getting the turnbuckle involved. Reigns. Oh no, Rusev has countered the spear. We saw it last week. Match kick. Bust Reigns open. Rusev, he's got to go for it this time. Goes for the cover. And that is it. Rusev steals a win. Well, we said it last week. Corbin, had Reigns scouted out. He reversed those finishers. And that proved crucial against the Reigns in this match. Rusev reversing the spear. Hitting a match kick of his own. And that was business done. Rusev, he didn't look great in this match. But, he's got the victory, and Reigns is just going to be thinking, what does he need to do to get a win in Universe Mode? 2 losses out of 2. You wouldn't expect that from the big dog. And here we see the first of Rusev's match kicks. But a massive win for Rusev. He's got a big part to thank Aiden English for. But the man from Bulgaria has shown that, maybe not on a tag team, but on his own, he can certainly get the job done. And he can certainly do the business. And Shinsuke Nakamura's hitting the ring. Reigns is... Oh, well, Nakamura's just attacked Reigns from behind. Reigns back to his feet. Rusev has cleared the ring. Why is Nakamura attacking Reigns? Big kick to the back of the head. And Nakamura's in action later. He's taking on Daniel Bryan as Nakamura explode a suplex, signature Nakamura move. Why is he doing this? He's got a match later. He's not had any interaction with Reigns as of yet in Universe Mode. Nakamura just assessing what he's done. As he lining up now for a Kinshasa. There it is. He hits it. Knee to face. What is Nakamura doing? I have no idea what vendetta he has against him. Rusev back in the ring now. He's grabbed a microphone. Let's hear what the Bulgarian brute has to say. Cedric Alexander, you saw what I just did to Roman Reigns. I'm coming for you. Well, there we go. Short and sweet. Rusev. I mean, he didn't quite dispose of Reigns in a convincing fashion, but nevertheless, he set out his intentions. The Intercontinental Champion hasn't been on Raw as of yet. Let's see if he answers the challenge. As we have a look at the other matches here tonight, then there's going to be an 8-man tag team match. The number 1 contenders, the B Team and the Bludgeon Brothers, they're going to team up against the current Raw Tag Team Champions, Breezango and Shelton Benjamin and Chad Cable. Next up, we're going to have Charlotte Flair versus Billie Kay in some women's action. Braun Strowman's going to go one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler. Kevin Owens is going to take on our number one contender, Jeff Hardy. And then our main event, as we've already discussed, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to go one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. So if we take a look at the results, the B team and the Bludgeon Brothers managed to pick up the win. Bo Ladis getting the pin over Fandango. Charlotte beats Billie Kay. Braun Strowman gets the victory over Dolph Ziggler. And Jeff Hardy keeps his fantastic form going. He beats Kevin Owens one-on-one. And now it is time for the main event. Well, Nakamura has already shown his face tonight. That heinous attack on Roman Reigns after his match. Reigns had already lost. Nakamura inexplicably come out and just attacked Roman Reigns. No idea why. But he makes his way to the ring. He's not going to have an easy test tonight. Daniel Bryan. Of course, in tag team action last week, he teamed up with Bray Wyatt and they got a win over Ziggler and Elias. So he's already 1 for 1 in this universe mode, and he's going to be looking to make it 2 for 2 this week. Again, he's not going to be involved in the championship match of Backlash, so these top superstars, the likes of Bryan, Nakamura, Reigns, you know, we need to see what they've got, and if they're going to be in Matt Hardy's thoughts for the Backlash pay-per-view. There's some of Raw's top stars, so I imagine they won't be too far away from the card. But you never know. Nakamura again. Could he be scouting Roman Reigns? Is he saying that he wants Reigns? We'll have to find out. Maybe next week we'll get some answers from Nakamura. But anyway, I think we are just about ready to start this match, as we see our two competitors getting ready. And the referee rings the bell and we get this one underway. Nakamura comes out the gate with some couple of fierce right hands. Bryan manages to get him away. Holds him up against the rope, and I think the referee is going to get involved here, and he is separates the two. Oh, Bryan leaves a punch on Nakamura, just getting a quick one in. As these two, Nakamura spins it into the arm lock. Bryan does well to reverse it. Slams him down to the mat. I still don't understand why Nakamura... Oh, big knee to the midsection. Just out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't understand Nakamura's actions. Reigns hasn't provoked him in any way. He wasn't involved in the number one contender match last week. As they both go to the outside now. Nakamura with some fierce right hands. Taking it to Daniel Bryan. And just kicking him. Just saying, you're not even worthy. You're not even on my level. I just don't understand what's got into the head of Nakamura. I keep going back to it, but... he had no reason. I mean, there's only one way. We'll have to try and ask him, try and find out what's gone on. As Bryan manages to get off the shoulders of Nakamura, just hitting him with kicks now. Referee's count at 6, and these two are making their way up the ramp. Nakamura, Bryan on his shoulders. Oh, just drops him on his face on the steel stairs. And hang on a minute. Well, we didn't think his actions would go unanswered. Roman Reigns, his music hits, but there's no sign of him. Nakamura back in the ring now. Him and the referee are confused. No, there's Reigns behind him, big spear. And, well, the referee's seen him now. Nakamura, Reigns on the mat. Surely he's got to disqualify Daniel Bryan. I mean, that is fairly obvious what happened. He didn't see it, but Nakamura and Reigns are both on the mat. Reigns has just got up, walked across the ring, got out and gone back. The referee has had a bit of a mare there. I think it's quite obvious what has happened. Nakamura has just sat there, just contemplating what has just happened. Well, we knew that wouldn't set well with Roman Reigns. And maybe, as Bryan goes to work on the legs of Nakamura, a useful tactic. Take away Nakamura's legs, you take away that Kinshasa, although a kick to the face. Oh, and a nice drop kick. right to the chest. Hasn't gone to work on the legs quite enough. Bryan with a good kick. Oh, and he takes him down. Big forearm smash. Nakamura just rolling underneath the ropes. Yeah, we knew Reigns wouldn't let that slide, and he's potentially got his revenge in this match. But Nakamura doesn't seem to have phased him. Big chop to Bryan. Bryan avoids that attack and sends Nakamura sprawling out of the ring. Corkscrew takedown on the outside by Daniel Bryan as Nakamura does one of his own, catches Bryan's kicking leg, and these two, a lot of work on the outside in this match, has to be said. Keep running into each other, but they're back inside the ring now. Bryan, big German suplex. Looked like Nakamura landed awkwardly on his back. Could that prove crucial in this match? It's Daniel Bryan. What's he got in mind here? He's got the arms locked. Oh, and he stamps on the arm. That looked like a really painful, awkward lock on Nakamura. And he continues to go to work on the hands and the arms of Nakamura. Oh, twist the arm right round, slams it into the mat. Surprised that it hasn't been dislocated. And here we go. The yes kicks of Daniel Bryan. The world famous yes kicks, of course. Can he land the result? Yeah, there we go. The final blow. Go for the pin on Nakamura. He thinks that could be it. Nakamura kicks out at the counter 2. Bryan cannot believe it. He thought he'd done enough. But it's been a good match so far. A fairly even match, it has to be said. But Bryan is looking to end it. Pumping up the crowd. Running knee. Could that be all for Shinsuke Nakamura? Bryan. He's done it. He gets the victory. Big thanks to Roman Reigns for the assist in that match. Shall we see there the spear? Reigns probably a big part in the end result. Well, what can Nakamura expect? Just completely unreasonable attack on Roman Reigns after his match. And Reigns, well, he did what he saw fit. He speared Nakamura. Nice little distraction. Although I'm surprised Nakamura hasn't won this match. It was fairly obvious what had happened. But nevertheless, Bryan comes away with the win. And that is going to be everything for today's episode of Universe Mode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more Universe Mode. And I'll see you in the next episode of SmackDown.